Welcome back to 424 Soccer Talk. It's Manchester United versus Aston Villa. For what seems like a month since Manchester United took to the field to play. But then again, it's the price you pay for getting kicked out of two domestic competitions and not being involved in European competition. So, this weekend, United returned to the Premier League to face Aston Villa, currently sitting fourth. With the race for Champions League positions tightening, this is a very crucial game for both United and Villa. From a United standpoint, United need to maintain distance and manage the pressure from clubs chasing Champions League spots: Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa. Villa, however, are a dangerous opponent. It's not going to be an easy game. Villa have a very clear identity in the way they play, and the way they are structured. So, on this episode, let's look at three key things United must get right if they want to secure all 3 points. The first is the midfield control. It's a key battle. This continues to be an area of importance and significance for United. Aston Villa are a team that can progress the ball quickly through the midfield and create loads and loads of attacking areas and attacking opportunities. When Villa are able to move the ball through the midfield of the pitch, they become very dangerous in transition, with the likes of Leon Bailey, Buendia, Rogers, and Ole Watkins, wheeling runners. In recent matches, though, when United have dictated possession and managed the rhythm of the game, they tend to look far more organized and stable and take away any attacking threats the opposition teams have. However, when opponents disrupt that control and force the game to become chaotic and transitional, United tend to struggle. Aston Villa are not a very chaotic team. They have a method to their madness. And I wouldn't even call it madness. They are very structured in the way they play. They build up their play, but they go through the midfield really quickly to the attacking players. So United have to find a way to control that midfield and stop those transitions. So against Villa, maintaining structure in the midfield will be a major factor in determining how this game unfolds. The second aspect of the game is defensive discipline against those transitions. Like we mentioned, Aston Villa are extremely effective when they win the ball and they move it forward really quickly. Their attacking players are comfortable running into spaces and creating chances before defenses can fully set up. Ole Watkins, comfortable running the lines. Leon Bailey, speedy, comfortable running the lines, getting down the side and putting the ball in the box. Emiliano Buendia, he is also very comfortable running the lines and picking up loose balls in the midfield and going through the midfield really quickly. John McGinn, who will be an addition as he comes back from injury for Aston Villa. So for United, defensive discipline is critical. The defensive line must remain organized and the midfield must be able to provide support when possession is lost. Those are key aspects of the games. For Maino and Casemiro, it's important that they have their legs under them because they will be required to run and cover ground. If United allow Villa too much space in transition moments, the game will be lost really quickly. But if they are able to stay compact and disciplined defensively, they will be able to limit Villa's attacking opportunities, and that is half the battle. The third aspect of the game is attacking and finishing. United have been wasteful over the last few games. Cunha, Bruno, not so much Sesko. He hasn't gotten a lot of opportunities, but Mbeumo has also been the most wasteful of the United attackers. So, for matches like this, it's often decided by small margins. Villa don't give up a lot of opportunities. So, for Manchester United, they may not dominate every aspect of the game, but when they do create chances, they must take those chances. Clinical finishing is essential, and if you are a Manchester United fan, you're hoping that they work on their finishing and composure in front of goal because they haven't displayed that over the last few games. Villa are a very well organized team, and they do not concede a lot of chances. This means United must be sharp in attacking third and take advantage of any moment that arises. They may have to find ways of turning half chances into goals, and those may be all they get against Villa. They didn't get a lot of those chances in the last game against Villa when they lost 2-1. Came out of a mistake. So it may be a similar matchup, and they have to be ready to take those chances. But in the grand scheme of things, what does this match really mean for the Premier League and the table? Manchester United are currently sat on third spot, tied on points with Aston Villa, in a very strong position for Champions League spot, but the gap between United and all the other teams chasing Chelsea, Liverpool are not much. So dropping points now would allow all those chasing teams to close that gap further. So this match is critical because it creates a separation from Villa, creates a little more separation from Liverpool and Chelsea. So winning games like this against a strong opponent is not only essential for the points, but also for the morale of the team. My final thoughts are, heading into the match against Aston Villa, Manchester United need control. They need offensive discipline, and they need to be clinical in front of goal when those chances do arise. If they can manage those three areas, they have a very strong chance of taking all 3 points. But, a big but, Aston Villa are a well-organized team and are dangerous, and this will be a very competitive match. It should be a very interesting contest. Last time out, Villa got the better of United. 2 brilliant goals from Rodgers. United understand how that game went and should be ready. Now, before we close, predictions. Let's talk about predictions. On paper, Manchester United may enter the game with a slight advantage, with a better record over the last 5 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. Especially playing at home and knowing how important the 3 points are for the top 4 race. However, Aston Villa are a very organized team with a clear attacking structure, and they have shown throughout the season, and that is why they are 4th on the table. They will cause United problems, and they can't cause anybody problems. So this means United cannot afford to approach the game casually. United have a habit of starting games very casual, but it cannot happen against Villa on Sunday. If United are able to control the midfield and limit Aston Villa's transition, they should be in strong position to win the match. But if the game becomes open and transitional, that could play directly into Villa's hands and Villa's strengths. Villa do love a bit of a transition game, and they will welcome that. Taking all this into account, I expect a very good game, competitive game, maybe a little cagey due to the struggle to control midfield, but it should still be a good game. My predictions for this game is a 2-1 victory for United, but listen, it's the Premier League. Aston Villa could show up tomorrow with the return of John McGinn and put on a show. It's the Premiership. Everybody can beat everybody. So, for me, it should be an interesting contest. That's all for now. I'll see you guys after the game for post-game analysis. Stay tuned.